All right, welcome again, YouTube. Thanks for being here, and this is gonna be another video with amuLIT. If you would like to check out the previous league that we played right here, you can do so in the description below. Here, do you read my comment and got 3 ads and couldn't hear the response? What was the comment? Oh, Ura should be a title striker. Yeah, it used to be a Obstinate Baloth because of the mono red matchup. Yeah, I'm gonna give this in. Turn 1 amuLIT, hopefully into turn 2 ramp creature of kinds of sorts. Into turn 3 Titan. Another mirror. Crazy. It's like we're the best deck in the format or something. Yep, that's exactly what I was looking for. You kind of have everything rolled up. Definitely looking very good here. Unless my opponent has a similar draw to mine, we're gonna be we should be winning with this one pretty handily. So my opponent's gonna need an amuLIT. That is a non-starter. I guess they could have explosive to slow me down, but even still, yeah, okay. So no amuLIT. So we are very heavy favorites here. Very heavy favorites. So we're gonna play amuLIT. Play this. Play this. I guess they could have Ghost Quarter too. This allows me to Pact of Negation. I'm playing into explosives, but the upside is that I can Pact of Negation if I want to. And probably it's like a one-off in my opponent's deck. Good time to activate the Legion. Please don't. Please don't, John. Please don't. No Neoform today, please. No GQ. Alright. Um, I think I'd rather leave myself the option here. Because I don't know whether I should be playing around Ghost Quarter or not. So I'm going to leave the activations up. Prime time. Valakut battlements. Valakut Silva. Always yes, always yes, always yes, always yield. Now we let damage happen because we don't need to pass priority. It's just lethal. And we can... Yeah, that hand was pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Alright, Gust. Dismember. Beast Within. Forces. Bog out. Radiant Fountain out. What have I been doing? How did I stab roll last time that we played? I think I took out some scouts. Oh yeah, on the draw we took out the pact. On the play we won the pact. It's crazy how the mirror has changed so much in the past like year. A year ago, it was all about the combo, and who could get the combo first would win 100% of the time. Then it became all about either the combo or whoever has Field of the Dead active and can make the most amount of zombies quickest. And now it's all about Dryad, and whoever has the active Dryad will win literally 100% of the time. So it's pretty interesting to see like the evolution of the matchup. I like this hand. We have Dryad, we have a Scout, we have a potential Titan, and yeah, we have. All right. Gonna get Breeding Pool here. Gonna get my Scout on. That's getting dismembered. So I guess that I'm gonna be playing Tolaria West here, tapped end step, because I might naturally draw a Titan. If my opponent has Bounce Land plus Titan, this game is over though. I just cannot keep up with it. Aha, okay. That's cool. They probably have Force, maybe? So they know about the Breeding Pool. But I can still play this, because like I'm potentially holding up this member anyway. But I don't need to shock for no reason. Alright, there goes the Dryad. That's fine. Just kind of whatever. We have another one. Okay, so they are missing a Titan, because they had Titan mana last turn and they didn't go for it. So they're clearly missing a Titan. They have probably a bunch of lands because they bounce a Breeding Pool instead of holding a bounce land in hand. So yeah, we can draw a bunch of information out of what our opponent's doing. So they're missing a Titan, and they probably have another bounce in hand. And probably another bounce land in hand. Okay. Play this. Okay. So transmute. Summon Respect. Play this. Pass the turn. At any point, if my opponent finds a Titan, we just lose. But in the meantime, though, they might have Aether Gust, I guess. It kind of is what it is, right? We just jam, and we hope it sticks. Does it stick, opponent? It does stick. Okay, so we're gonna get Valakut plus Battlements. Kill this. Yes. Alright, so that died. Good for us. Valakut again. Kill that. Cool. Bounce Battlements. Play this. You. Tap for red. Serve. Get in there. Opponent concedes. Second mirror we win today. We definitely got lucky on that one. Played correctly for sure, but we definitely got lucky that our opponent just couldn't find the Titan for exactly enough turns for us to go off. Because at any point, if they had found the Titan, we were just super mega dead. What time is it? Oh, it's pizza time. Okay, so I will be taking a quick break here. Because I need to go get my pizza. So I will be right back. I apologize for my opponent because they just got slow rolled. But yes, I will be back very soon with a pizza, and we're gonna continue this league. Okay, so don't go anywhere. I'm gonna leave you with some nice little music in the background. Apologize for being a human and having basic survival needs, but we're back. We're gonna continue. Playing some more modern here. I'm gonna be eating while I stream, so apologize for that in advance. I will make sure that I mute myself so you don't hear me chew and all that stuff. But yeah, this is the pleasures of live TV, you know. Magic of live TV. Okay, let's go. This is the kind of hand that would be a snap keep if we knew we were playing against the kind of like control slash mid range slash Thoughtseize deck. But in the blind, it's probably too slow. Basically, this hand, we're on the draw first of all, and this hand needs either an amuLIT and it needs a bounce land because we are short on lands, and it also needs an ETB and tap land in order for me to be able to ramp on 3. So that's just too many pieces, so I think I'm just gonna ship this. And this hand actually looks better. Yeah, this hand is better, so we're gonna keep this. I think I'm gonna bottom the redundant Dryad. Oops. Turn 1 Flooded Strand. Well, that's a fucking amazing draw. That's a really, really good draw. Alright, another Bant control deck. Another Bant control deck. Wow, that's snap resolved. Sweet. Snap resolved, so no forces on my opponent's side. It's good for me, for obvious reasons. Field of Ruin is mildly annoying. I might need to force it though. So, I play my land, opponent fields. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I'm 1 mana short. First thing first. This is a free attack because if my opponent flashes out the Battle Skull, that means they can't activate Field of Ruin. If opponent fields, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I don't have field because they're gonna field in response to the Golgari Road Farm trigger. So I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this is gonna turn into a forest, right? Before it untaps. And then we get to replay a land. So the question is, do I want my opponent to use their mana and not flash in this Battle Skull? I think I'll just pass. And the reason for this is that any land allows me to play Titan through the field activation next turn. The only way I get severely punished here is if my opponent has land plus... we know they have a Battle Skull, so land plus the other thing, the other sword. Oh, okay, yeah, that is the problem. That one is the problem. Right, any land, literally any land in my deck. Sweet. There we go. Gonna use this. Bounce. Replay. Play this. Name giant. 1, 2. This. This. And this. King Cantona with a tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Sub number 10 of the day. Thank you so much. For 12 months now. Okay, so we're gonna do Valakut plus Battlements here. My opponent can have they can have path, but they have to choose. Like they can only path me, or they can path. Oh, they just concede. Okay, sweet. They can only path either the Dryad or the Primetime, and they're probably going to be losing to whatever they don't path, so it's probably just fine. Ken Musashi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Right, we literally just played this matchup, so we want this, we want this, we want these. I'm going to assume that my opponent's playing Blood Moon. Damn, so many cards. This out, this out, these out. One of these out, 4 of these out, 2 of these out, 1 of these out. Why is Sakura versus Bant out? Because of lack of better options. Is the correct the right answer, honestly. I think that the rest of my deck is just better than the Scout, and we're probably going to be playing a longer game. And if we had an untapped blue, I would probably snap this off, but this is too slow otherwise. This looks significantly better in my opinion. And we can bottom Snow-Covered Forest. When I play versus Van, they were overperforming. Yeah, Scout is very, very good in the matchup, but I think Azusa is better. Because especially when your opponent is playing Blood Moons. Mystical Dispute will be a nice draw. No dispute. Okay, so we're gonna once upon here, because if I find an ETB tap land, I would like to play it right now. Find a castle. We also find a Dryad. I think I'd rather Dryad over castle. Probably getting mooned here, yep. Yes, we are. This game just got a fair amount harder. I should have probably played the World Trust there, by the way. My opponent still needs to play something though. I'm gonna pitch the Azusa to try to get rid of this. The good thing is I don't have to. Them not having a Quaddle to pressure me, it's huge there. To Fairy Time Raveler. Response, I'm gonna blow up the moon. Exactly. Got him! Next leveled. The fact that Bant decks plays Moon is pretty obnoxious. Yes, it is. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Oh man, if I had played the Gruul Turf when I said, oh, we would be in such a better spot right now. I really fucked that up. Really fucked that up. Would have been able to resolve a Titan that crucial turn. So I didn't set up my turns in advance. Always set up your turns in advance. The good thing is that this Dryad actually pressures at the Teferi, which is pretty cool. Good for us. Path. Okay. My opponent could have fielded, and they chose not to. So I'm going to assume that they have a Cryptic Command over there. So I'm just going to take it easy. Expect to transmute this for a Cavern eventually. Again, as long as my opponent doesn't have a clock, we're probably looking pretty good. And also the fact that they have the Fairy in play and this card is stupid. Cool guy 7-7, thank you for the follow. And the fact that this card is stupid means that I can very safely just F6 through my opponent's turn because it doesn't matter. Another moon. Definitely looks like another moon. Yep. For such a bad card, why would you want to give your opponent F6 value? I know, right? People don't get it. Well, they can bounce their own Astrolabe, draw more cards. Gross. Gross. Well, that's the card that wins the game. Yeah, we're just done here, I think. Jace came down and we can't beat it. Where are my mystical disputes? I mean, I know that I literally just mulliganed the hand with one of them, but it would be nice to have had access to blue mana there. Is the fairy card stupid? Let's just back at him. We can keep on struggling there. I don't think it's worth our time. They have Jace. Submit again here. See what happens. Man, this hand would be so insane if any of these lands were not a bounce land. Guess I have to keep this. Maybe they'll force here. They don't. Alright. Just gotta find lands. We do find lands, we're in a fine spot. This one's not a land. We need lands. Considering something else for regionals? I don't know, man. Play whatever makes you happy. That's my recommendation. Are you gonna minus OP? Good. Good opponent. I think I'm gonna resolve the Dryad here. Puts pressure. And it might draw a path. Which I would be happy about because I'm short on mana. To play Last Vision of Winami, I'm always nervous and play the deck. I mean, yeah, I guess. We can haste Azusa to clock the Ash. I think that this counter is worth the bluff, because like the fact that we just spent the counter to swing at the Ashiok for one kind of shows that we are we don't have an answer to the Ashiok. All right. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I beast within now, I'm trying to think if I can transmute for Cavern. Two. So I would play into Disdainful Stroke. 3. So my opponent's gonna get to put the Battle School in play. Alright, no sword. That's amazing for us. Am I about to get mooned? Fuck, man. Sure. I'm gonna have to pitch my Titan, but I think this is the spot. I think that is the spot. And I might not have another chance to do that, so now we can transmute for prime time. My opponent has only blue mana there. So land number 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Float blue. If they have force, we're pretty screwed. But barring a force, we should be in a great spot. But I have to go for it, unfortunately. They totally have a force. They don't. Hell yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Field of the Dead. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vesuva copying Steam Vents. Hell yeah. That's funny. We definitely want to find another forest. We only had one forest. right? We only had one basic forest, so we couldn't have cast the Titan. So I think we're going for double field here. I guess Tolaria is probably better. I definitely want a forest. Yeah, so I guess we're going for Tolaria. Makes our bounce lands better. But I feel like I need to play around a potential Blood Moon. Don't I miss Tracker? Yes, but there's like so many spells that I can play. Like Beast Within was better than a Tracker, right? It immediately cleared the Ashiok instead of giving them time. So if I attack with all the zombies... Bolao, thank you for the follow. If I attack with all the zombies, 4 make it through, that's 8 damage, opponent goes down to 6. Think it's worth it? Azusa can also get in there. We're winning this race. I guess if my opponent does have Cryptic, we don't win the race. They can't Verdict though, because they just don't have the mana for it. We're gonna minus on his Sombo. Yeah. That messes up the math. So they block here, they block here. So they will need to throw a Snapcaster away. Okay, I think I have to go for it. So this brings them down to 1. Oh, they have a Snappy? Oh, shit. We're gonna trade here. Take the free block. Go down to 2. Slayers win miss you, yeah, for real, right? Can you imagine if I were able to trade with this beast instead of them just like chomping, like them blocking favorably? So Jace Mind Sculptor. Can we please draw a Primeval Titan here? That would be great. Another Field of the Dead would also be a solid consolation prize. I beast within my forest, I give it haste. I know. I'm just looking at how the board state looks. If they have a path. Which they might very well have. I think I have to go for it though. I don't think I really have a choice. But it's possible my opponent can prevent lethal here with the path, which they did have. They might have made a big mistake by not taking down Jace. It's possible. It's possible that just minusing Jace on a token would have been a good line. Alright, now they did. Alright. God damn it. They have to have some kind of counterspell for this, don't they? So many good draws. So many good draws that just end the game right here. But any turn that goes by, things get harder and harder. Can't play around anything, so I just jam and hope it's good enough. Oh, that's a good sign. It's good that we brought them all the way down to 1. Anti-Camo, thank you for the follow. We brought them down to 1, and their only way of gaining life is gone in Battle Skull. And basically they have a dead Flutterstrand here. So they can't use... they can't use like loops with... what's his name? Well, that doesn't achieve anything. Second field is the best one here, right? I couldn't gotten the Dryad without a land. It doesn't do much. One of the better things about these road stages, they can shuffle away their brainstorms, yeah. But I still need to draw good stuff. And if this word comes down, like if my opponents feel safe enough to attack with this Stoneforge, we are probably in trouble. Blood Moon is backbreaking here because the sword is going to make me discard. This has been my experience in the matchup. I feel like Bant Blade is secretly one of the best decks in Modern right now. I've said this multiple times already. Just because it has the tools to... It just has the tools to hang in there, you know? It just has the tools to hang in there. On Eruptic Jace because they brainstormed. Yep, any land is good. Any land is a fine draw. Well, that's a good land. Yeah, I'm trying to think whether I want to Titan or whether I want to Explosives. Because this opens a bunch of lines. But if I play this out, like if I bounce my bounce land here, if I bounce my T West here, then I have no more access to this bounce land. So there's a very real cost in doing so. Then we just pass the turn, we go to haste one of these zombies. This is probably going to force the Cryptic if my opponent has it. They don't have it. Sure, that's annoying. Okay. So here what I'm going to go for is I'm going to go for Pact, but I'm going to Pact for a Dryad. Place around this Disdainful Stroke. And... Oh man, should I Pact for... Oh man, what do I do here? Oh... Pact for Uro? That's actually kind of hot. Yeah, let's do that. Because if we Pact for Dryad... Okay, so my opponent has the Force. So I guess it didn't matter. Man, this this is a freaking nail biter, man. Ugh. This is a freaking nail biter. I know that my opponent has a sword. They keep on brainstorming. They keep on plussing with Teferi. All right, so now this is probably Cryptic or bust. Settle the wreckage. Instant speed verdict. Okay. Yes! 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 Alright. Let's fucking go! Blue, blue, green, green. Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! Uro, let's go, man! Let's go! Oh, this is great. Supreme verdict, you say, opponent. Supreme verdict, you say, huh? Timeout is another win condition, maybe, maybe. And Uro becomes a staple. Just like that. My opponent just played a Stoneforge for the shuffle effect for the Jace. That's funny. That's funny. Yes! Yes! Oh man, that match felt great! Uro you, baby. Uro you. Oh, that was great! That was a really long match, but it was awesome. It's kind of sick that Uro plays around the Disdainful Strong beautifully. I really like that 12-0 it said for a moment. We can also recast Uro if you recast Verdict. Yep. Yep. Oof, that was... that gave me the chills. So Uro is more than a meme? I mean, it's a $50 cut, right? It better do something. But yeah, we could have gotten a Titan there, and we're just like, nope. There's another Titan that's better right here. That deck getting wrecked is my new favorite thing. Thank you. Feels good even for me as a viewer. Yeah. I mean, of course, like, Uro is going to be better against some decks in some situations, and it's going to be worse against other decks in some situations. Like, for example, I wouldn't have brought in Baloth against Bant Blade, right? But Uro, as you can see, it's a perfectly fine card. We're casting green cards again. We never stopped. When were we not casting green cards? It may be too narrow, but man, does it seem good when it's good? Yeah, it definitely felt very good right there. But for example, against something like Prowess, it's so much worse than a Baloth. Like, so much worse. How do we like this? How do we like this hand, chat? How do we feel about this hand? Ancient Syrians does not count? You're wrong. Ancient Syrian totally counts. So is the Seer Giant being an Elder Giant? I guess so. Rechan, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold once again. Teach us how to get the God Hands. That's my secret. Redundant Titan. Yeah, we're gonna get Redundant Titan. Redundant Primetime is redundant, but it's still great. So here we're gonna play the Sexy Man. So this is kind of like amazing for us, or it's terrible for us. We still don't know, because this could be, no, I guess it's medium for us. Jeez, Living End's been a minute. You're getting fulminated here, probably. Yep, yes we are. Wow, they just insta-fired off. Pretty interesting. So if my opponent has a Living End, they kind of have to fire it off right now. Because they know about the Titan. They don't know about the Sim Growth Chamber, but yeah. No, we couldn't have had it. We were 1 mana short of Pacting Presence. Oh no, you're right. We had an extra land drop. Yeah, I messed up. Yeah, my bad. My bad, chat. Yeah, we would have had. I saw that we only had 2 lands in play, and I'm like, oh, we can't Azusa, but it's just like, nope, we actually have 1 extra land drop. So yeah, that was definitely a mistake on my part. 100%. 100% mistake. Well, we might get punished by that now. And it was lethal. Yep. Yeah, I punted. Yep, you guys are right in chat. So I guess we just hold here. My opponent having double fulminator is pretty brutal. Can teach us how to draw god hands, but can't teach us how to punt. Yeah, exactly. So do as I say, not as I do, basically. That's all I can teach you. My opponent attacks with fulminator next turn. I'm actually going to chump because I want to have a dude in my graveyard. Though with my opponent having access to double fulminator, seems really hard to beat what they're up to. Especially with the Archfiend in the graveyard now. Yep, feels bad, man. Now they're gonna have a double full me. Yeah, I really punted this game away, didn't I? I had the win and everything. Is this lethal? 6. It is, right? 11, 15, yeah, it is lethal. Wow, I sure threw that one away. Feels bad. Well, our deck sure is worse now against this kind of deck. I'm making it Mystical Dispute basically because of lack of a better option, not because it's good. Fulminator now $50. Fabfo, thank you for the follow. Yeah, knowing what a punt is the first step towards knowing how to not punt. That's just science. Alright. I guess they could be playing Blood Moon. Maybe I should have hedged a little bit against that. This hand is so very good though. Gangha de Janga, thank you for the follow. War is good because it will be back. Yeah, but it will be back and it will die again, right? So So it's not that good. Oof. Disgusting. Disgusting. Another turn to Fulminator. Wow. Well, I guess good thing that I brought in the Mystical Dispute. And thanks to my opponent for making it a little bit easier to kill this Ashiok. They could have just milled us. Yeah, I really don't understand. But I'll take it, I guess. Do they want to use Ashigolo middle themselves since they're defensible? Yep, I agree with that. This is just people not thinking about the consequences of their actions, I guess. It's a way to put it. And now they don't use it because they realized why it was a terrible idea before. Desert Cerodon gets cycled. So does Monstrous Scarabid. Man, those are some really bad cards that this deck plays. Wonder if they know they can mill themselves. That's actually a reasonable question, honestly. Maybe they don't. Wouldn't it be okay to play at least one Dryad for the ramp value and then my opponent combos me off and I die? Right? Both the Dryad and the Scout die and I have nothing going on. So no, I don't think that it's correct to play out the Dryad. Then we just have to hold. I mean, it's not a dumb question. There's just an explanation as to why I'm not doing it. I wonder if they have the Ricochet one. Ricochet trap. I think I have to keep on clocking the Ashiok here. Don't think I can afford to take a turn off. Now the question is, can I afford to play the amuLIT here? If my opponent has double living end, I die. I think I just pass. Violent Outwards is fine. This is not. They might have Ricochet trap. They don't. Sweet. They have another one though. Fulminator. Okay, Fulminator. Fulminator, maybe we can beat here. Because now we can actually play out the Dryad. Do you crack? Or do you not crack? They don't. Smart. Rather than taking the time, maybe you can answer this. I just upgraded my NTGO account to be a full account and paid for it with PayPal. However, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, and I haven't gotten a receipt yet. Although it says that the payment was made, is there something I'm missing? I don't know, Exo. I don't know. Honestly, I made my account many years ago, so I don't know. Like, for example, back then when I made my account, you actually had to pay in order to get started, which is not the case anymore. So things have certainly changed since I made my account. That sucks for us. Like, we kind of really needed that amulet. The good thing is that instead of hardcasting it, they evoked it, so that's kind of nice. Beast within my own land? Sure. That's really good for us. Alright, so I think we have successfully entered the I am done playing around stuff phase of the game. And we have entered the if my opponent has it, we're dead. If they don't, we're probably going to win phase of the game. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Also, I should have played the Azusa instead of the second Dryad. Alright, so we're gonna chump attack this guy. Ashiok, 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 but it's very important to clear the Ashiok right now. Wow, nice. That's so great for us. They blew up the wrong land. Now we're gonna transmute for Pact of Negation. Because we can't beat a resolved living end. I should play my Azusa, by the way. We can't beat a resolved living end. So I think priority number one is to make sure we don't die to a living end. And then we're gonna start beating with Sexy Man. If my opponent had destroyed the Tolerate West, we would have been in really bad shape. Azusa. Get in there. Transmute for Bog better? No, it's not, because it still destroys my board. So no, I don't really like Transmute for Bog there. If anything, I would transmute for a Pact, for a Summoner's Pact, right? What is this? Horror is fine. Once our Titan arrives, it's going to be much better than this Horror guy. If we find another T-West, let's think here. What I'm trying to think is, do we need the mana or not? I think we just chill. We have 10,000 land drops, yeah. Just casually playing 5 lands a turn. It's good that I see no Ricochet trap for our opponent, but I do see another Ashiok, however. Yeah. Guide resolves. Hey Will, how's it going? You were not a follower? Feels bad, man. This game is silly. I'm updating my name. Okay, gotcha. This is a hilarious board state, the one that we find ourselves into. What now? Another horror. Okay. Bojuki Bog. I mean, we need to draw into something. Even if Valakut would be a great draw, so that's why I'm not playing out the Vesuva. Because we can make Valakut a much better draw. Fulminator Mage is really annoying, but I think I have to let it go. The good thing is, for as long as we have Scout, we're going to be able to play around it. Can we please find the Primeval Titan? This is too easy. Unless my opponent is next leveling me monumentally. That was sweet. We could bounce Bog, but again, I'm trying to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can hardcast Titan anyway, right? And I'm trying to maximize. Right, so this is very likely my opponent is going to cast the 3 mana instant thing. That's what this attack means. I still think that it's good for me to leave in end. They're probably not going to cast this. Yeah, exactly. It's fine. So one of my Dryad dies. That's fine. Just dying to some stupid horrors of the Broken Land. Just because my deck doesn't want to cooperate with me here. Alright, now what? Demonic Dread. So this guy can't block. So they can swing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think this is fine. I have one more turn to draw into something here. En el primer game lo perdí porque soy un tarado. Lo perdí por boludo el primer game. Tenía letal y lo perdí. Alright, if they cycle into a cycler, we just die. Alright, down to 1. Still win if we find the Titan. Or basic forest. Alright. I think I played well that game. But it just didn't matter. Yep. Just never finding a Titan. Alright. Man, it feels bad to lose to that matchup. Especially when the first game I should have won pretty easily and then I just brain farted. Alright, so I think I'm gonna have to restart Moto because he's starting to get a little bit laggy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a turn 2 Dryad. Okay, yeah, I think this is a solid draw. We're just looking for a Titan, basically. But amuLIT into turn 2 Dryad, it's just really, really strong. Turn 1 Serum Visions. Probably Storm, maybe? Now the questions here is, should I develop my mana or should I just bounce my Rot Farm? I think I'm gonna bounce a Rot Farm. Blue, search for Ascanta. Okay. Alright. Game. So we're gonna do 1 and 2. Bounce here. Valakut battlements. Only downside here, we have no idea what my opponent's doing. I would assume that it's some version of blue-white. It has to be, right? Some version of blue-white control. Yes, yes, yes. Always yield F6. Parece dos personas diferentes cuando hablas en español y cuando hablas en inglés. Si vos decís. Alright, I'm gonna sideboard like I do against blue-white control. A couple of castles can go. Summoner Spect. One pact is fine. One explosives is fine. Wow, is Dry the truth? I ask Theus for as your Valakut opponent. I think it's pretty good. I'm kind of sold on it. Of course, the first hand was a mulligan. This one, however, is pretty good. So we're gonna keep this one. I I think I'm gonna ship the Scout. Or should I ship the Dryad? Yeah, I'm actually gonna ship the... Yeah, I'm gonna ship the Dryad. Scout is just a faster Titan. Still, no idea what my opponent's up to. All we saw from them was a turn 1. Okay, so we're gonna cast once at a time. Find castle. Well, I guess that we can't fetch for Breeding Pool anymore, so we're just going to fetch for a basic here. Play Scout. I'm picking some up. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna be playing in regional, so I think I'm gonna have to do the same. Another Scout. Just gonna play another 1-drop. If my opponent plays an Ashiok, we can pressure it. Like, I literally have no idea what my opponent's doing. Alright, so they're gonna pass here. And step, we're gonna throw this out, because if we draw a cavern, we get to resolve the dude. And I think I'm gonna pass here? With the plan of end step beast within in one of my opponent's lands. If they... Are they mono blue? They might be a mono blue. There's a white source. I play Dryad here into a potential mana leak. Ashiok. Why, opponent? Like, why? I guess that I'm fine trading 1 Scout for a couple of damage on the Ashiok. Probably gonna take the free block here, kill my Scout Reno. Ashiok goes down 1. If only the opponent had in mind as their Ashiok. Would have been much harder for me to kill. Alright, so we know now that they're playing blue-white. They might have this Disdainful Stroke over there. There's not much I can do though. 3, 4. I can play around Mana Leak, so let's do that. But if my opponent has Stroke, we are kind of done. They do have the Stroke. Remand? Holy crap. I did not see that coming, that's for sure. I'm trying to hold on to this land because of Time Warp. Now that's something. Exhaustion. At least you get to go score the Escanta if they flip. Blue-white taking turns. I for sure did not see this coming. Another exhaustion. Another Ashiok. My opponent hasn't learned. My opponent has not learned from their mistakes. Thank you for the follow there, Purette. So we have options here. We can use this turn to resolve Primetime. However, I think it's very important. It's just a little bit too important for us to answer this Escanta. So even though I can resolve Primeval Titan here, I think that destroying this Escanta right now, it's going to be more relevant. Opponent keeps on keeping on with that Ashiok. I assume they might have another one. Another Time Warp. We don't have Bog anymore. We don't have Valakuts anymore. No Cavern. Only one remaining field. Can we haste is the question. Alright, so let's start here. Gonna lead on Primetime. Probably gonna get countered. Remand. Sure. And we're gonna play a Dryad. I just need a body in play, you know? dictate. Okay, it's just a blue-white turns list. I guess with the white for Teferi. I don't know if for something else. That's hot. Mystic Sanctuary back my Time Warp. I think they chose. And I assume we're kind of done here. Snapcaster is game. Lots of things are just game here. Miko Koro. Commander's table. Well, we don't have Valakids anymore, so winning this seems pretty rough. Can we haste? Yes, we can haste. Alright, so let's start here. One, two, three. Prime time. Why kill Teferi? Because Teferi allows us to start interacting. Maybe we should have gone after Ashiok anyway. Oh yeah, that's... my opponent's so smart. Giga Drows targeting twice both. Yeah, okay, so I got super hard there. I wasn't winning that game anyway, but... yeah, that was pretty solid for my opponent. Alright, so Sage actually does look good here. Explosives, maybe not so much. Force of Vigor is weird. And they probably don't have many answers to amuLIT, so probably still 1-3. But I don't think I want Uro, for example. I think I'd rather have access to Azusa. Because this game is not going to be so much of a grind. It's going to be more so of a combo matchup. So maybe let's do something like this. Yes. So let's start here. I want to see whether I find an untapped land or a bounce land. Okay, so we don't find... so it's going to be untapped land. We naturally do the Valakids, which is oddly good because we have Dryad. Hey, Octopus Doom. How's it going? 2 cards on top. Probably gonna get remanded here. Oh, I should have played castle there, by the way. I think. Oh, this is good. So we can play the Azusa now. On purpose playing the triggered one. Let's hopefully draw a path. Opponent doesn't bite. No, we don't have Titan mana, but we were probably not jamming Titan anyway. Always yes, always yes, always yes, always yield. Better have a pretty damn good turn here, opponent. Because land drops kill you. Exhaustion. Alright, so if I draw a land, win, and I have 2 draw steps towards the land. Alright, sweet. Guess we win. Getcha. It's funny, because Valakut is like the worst land in your deck. Unless you somehow naturally draw one of your Dryads as well. Titan is not necessary anymore. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like the same idea with field, right? Where you just would resolve a field, and then you would just like start creating bodies with the field. So I've won multiple games. You have to be kidding me. God damn it. We're playing against John. Okay, so we're playing against meme form. And we even have shitty hands. I thought you had called your army to retreat. I have the nuts with backup, but I'll let this one go, says him. Oh man. That's funny. Alright, keeping this. And hoping it's good. Keep, we're gonna bottom this, and we're gonna bottom this. I forgot to call myself back. Rookie mistake. Alright, turn 1 amuLIT. Turn 2, we draw a Azusa. Wait, what? No pregame effects. I was hooked. Easy. This is why we sequence the lands the way we did. So we can't haste because I'm very unlucky, but we should still be in a solid spot. We're gonna get Ghost Squatter plus. John says this isn't fair at all. Agree to disagree. We have fun. We have fun. All right, so I'm gonna go Squatter. Then, I actually can't go Squatter them, right? Because I die to. All right, so I can't go Squatter them. Change your plans. So I have to make sure that I have enough gas in the tank after prime time dies, if it dies. So we're gonna die to Karn. If John has turn 3 Karn, we're gonna die. But we should be good varying anything else. I have Ringer into Cascading Cataract, Neoform, Grisservan, jokes on. Oh man, I got got. All right, there goes the power plant. If this is a Karn, god damn it! Really? Really, John? Is this what we're doing now? Honestly, I only lost that game because I drew the battlements, because otherwise I would have had enough mana to play around this, and I would have been able to go Squatter John as well. But I chose to play around the Ghost Squatter that my opponent literally has an expedition map to go get, instead of choosing to play around them having a turn 3 Tron and Karn Liberated. So I still think it was fine. Like, I would have probably gone for the same line anyway. But yeah, it's rough when you go for a line and then you get punished. Because your opponent had a different part of their deck. Why can't I Quarter? Because if my opponent has their own Ghost Squatter, then they Ghost Squatter my bounce and then I die. So it's the same. Yeah, I had to pay for my Pact and Upkeep. That's what I was trying to play around. Otherwise, it would have been easier, right? Otherwise, I just go get a Pact of Negation and that's it, right? I just counter whatever they play and that's it. Now reform into something marginally more respectable, if you want to call it that. All right. Yeah, we're gonna keep this hand. Just missing a Titan, but we have interaction. If you get GQ, you have to call the 50-50 and when they crack expedition map. Yeah, exactly. So I'm choosing to play around the expedition map they have. I guess that I could have just like gotten GQ and just not cracked until draw stepped or something. And I'm assuming this is Eldrazi Tron, just because I know decks that John has played in the past, and because it's a much better deck than actual Tron, so I'm going to assume that John is playing the better deck. So I sideboarded like that. If I were sideboarding against a regular Tron, of course, the Pact comes back in, this come back in. We sideboard very differently. John moves down to 4. Down to 2? Damn. I have 1 with less, he says. Damn. I don't need the second blue source because I have double Dryad, so. Alright, so it is E-Tron. Good. We sideboarded properly. And Uro is gonna show off. I guess not, because we can't really do anything, so. I guess we're gonna start here. Can't even flash Uro back. Damn, so unlucky. LOL! Oh, we're gonna get God, aren't we? God damn it. Even before Current Liberated off the top. So if we really want to... No, we still can't. I was gonna say, we can throw this into the chalice, we can dismember our own dude, and we can get back Uro, but that's just not true. We're still 1 land short. So that sucks. Bliss RNGesus. Whoa! Is this real? Is this real? This is absolutely ridiculous. Mulligan to 2. Mulligan to 2. And he gets turn 4 Tron into Karn Liberated. Wow. That is insane. Valakut, a Titan. Alright. So, yeah, we just get the chalice here. And we win. That was the best mulligan to 2 I've ever seen. So, battlements, Valakut. Oh, yes. Oh, that Karn. Why punish me, he says. Jeez. That was kind of sick, actually. I'm jealous. I am very jealous. Okay. I think I have to keep this. The potential is just so high. We need any green bounce land, which is any bounce land. And then this hand kind of explodes. Again, we might get chaliced. Alright, John moves to 4. Tron is a skill deck. I mean, to be fair, John could have kept any of those hands, right? But he didn't. So, yeah, that. He's going down to 3 right now. So he clearly understands how to mulligan with that deck. None of these hands beat amuLIT, he says. You're playing the wrong deck to beat amuLIT. I've been farming the bad amuLIT players. All right. Yeah, this is a hand that we keep 100% of the time. I'm gonna hold on to this once upon a time until our draw step, obviously. And I guess it might even depend. Maybe I want to... Alright, so that's a castle. Okay, so I want a once upon here. We do find the Gruul Turf, which is nice for us. Oddly enough, Chalice for 1 would be kind of a beating here. I'm gonna play Scout because Scout actually allows me to pact if my opponent, like if they tap out or something, and then they play Chalice. It allows me to pact in response because I can pay an upkeep. Sure, that doesn't do anything. This will teach me to never get off Neoform again, says John. I knew you were counter queuing me. Just chose the wrong deck to do it with. This is a weird ass art. It's like a mermaid that's like peeking at something creepily, I guess. So he needs to name Teleria West, or he is actually just dead. Unless he has a Chalice, of course. If he does have a Chalice, then what I would do is I would name Scout, and then... I guess he doesn't have a Chalice. Alright, 4-1. GG's. What happened with that spyglass, John? What happened with that spyglass? If you had named Teleria West or Scout, if you had a Chalice, it was correct to name Scout. If you didn't have a Chalice, then it was correct to name Spyglass. Couldn't beat my hand. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah, even if you slow me down, you're still just dead. So I guess it makes sense. Couldn't beat second amuLIT as a act. Yep. Yeah, my hand was kind of a risky one, but that once upon a time fetching the Gruul Turf was obviously insane. I did take the wrong thing with Carl Liberated in game 2. I don't think that. Yeah, you should have taken the. If you had taken the amuLIT, if you had minus on the amuLIt, the Karn dies, but at least you stop me from killing you, because like Dryad plus Pact, it's just so much mana. But it's more of a matter of you just needing the Karn to survive, basically, because you are on such a low amount of resources. Then maybe just plusing is correct. Unless you have to like hope that you are getting runner, you know. Because even with my hand, I had a ton of outs, granted, but I needed to draw an answer to Chalice or a Titan. If I had all this dust, I would have taken that line, but I don't think I had an out at that point. Yeah, that's possible. Valakut Dance with Bridge. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I still needed to top deck in that situation, but yeah, it was certainly very close. All right. Yeah, so Uro the one time it actually came into play, it was kind of nuts, honestly. It kind of just won the game by itself against that Bant Stoneblade deck, which was a really fun deck. Next time I encounter Q with Neoform, yeah, that will help your win percentage, John. That will definitely help your win percentage. That's for sure. But yeah, this list is solid. I have been liking this list a lot. This versus Veloth is just kind of up in the air. I'm gonna keep working on this. I like the disputes. We're probably gonna keep on with the disputes, or I can see spell pierces instead of dispute. Those are the two cards that I could see trying out. Either Gust has been super solid in the mirror match, and it was really good when we played earlier against Mono Red Prowess. Gust is very good there as well. Dispute can be kind of weird. Like, we got third against Living End, and we drew disputes, and we just died to my opponent being able to give their dudes +1/+0 and just like Living End in me because I just couldn't afford to pact. So yeah. Granted, I threw that game away, but that's besides the point. Don't worry about that. Yeah, everything else I like a lot. Beast Within just continues to overperform. Beast Within just continues to be the nuts. Even we got paired against a horrendous matchup earlier today in the Ponza deck, and Beast Within almost kind of gave us a shot in multiple situations. Like, I was able to blow up my opponent's lands when they were stuck on mana. I was able to kill an Inferno Giant that would have otherwise killed me. So it also kills Magus of the Moon. So Beast Within definitely has been doing a lot of work. So big fan of Beast Within. Big fan of the two forces. Even now with Stoneblade decks playing Bloodborne in the Cyber, the Force of Vigors have been very good. Only thing I'm missing, literally the only thing that this sideboard is missing, and I just can't find room for, is a Tireless Tracker effect. Something that just comes into play early, plays around Disdainful Stroke, and can take over the game if unanswered, while also just being a solid beater and grinding like no other. So that is the only card that I feel like I'm missing in my sideboard. Uro is just not a good enough Tireless Tracker. It's just too slow at what it does. Was it very sideboard Uro? No, I'm still figuring it out. Like, we did play against Mono Red Prowess, for example, today, and Baloth would have been so much better than Uro. Like, the fact that you spend 3 mana and this dude just dies, and we're not good at bringing it back, right? So against something like Prowess, we're just not going to reliably bring the Uro back because we're probably not going to be able to fill up our graveyard as quickly. So it's like the difference between spending 4 mana, gaining 4 life, and just getting a body into play, a 4/4 body that is hard for Prowess to deal with, and as opposed to just like ramping a little bit. Also, costing blue is kind of a big deal. Just log on to 80% seems about right. Yeah, just the classic. Is it true the power level of the deck is based on the fetches you use? Yes, they need to be. So the tier is Old Art, Windswept Heath with its Foothills. Those would be like the ideal ones, the ideal fetches that you can play. Second tier would be one of those and one of either Misty or Verdant Catacombs. Third place would be Misty and Catacombs, and then from there, just like the new fetches are just bad value. Where I think it's overrated, like not even just in Titan, but everywhere really. I have played some matches with this deck, and I can confirm that it's very good in this deck. Like in shells like this, shells like this one, this card is actually very good. So yeah, that I don't agree. I think it's actually really good in a shell like this. Playing Thought Scours in order to fuel it. It's very good in a deck like that. In amuLIT, it's not very good. Croxa, on the other hand, yeah, I think Croxa is underrated. It was definitely very underrated, like a couple of weeks ago. Now it's a little bit more properly rated because people are starting to play it and they're figuring out that it's actually legit, because it is. Kroxa just seems to win this game a lot easier. I mean, obviously, because like the decks that play Kroxa are built to maximize Kroxa, right? If no deck that plays Uro is really built to maximize Uro. Like we are not, like we're a terrible Uro deck, right? We're just a really bad Uro deck. We don't even fill up our graveyard. We don't even play fetch lands. We play 2 stupid fetches. That's it. In a deck built to maximize Uro, I think Uro is better than Kroxa. But it's just harder to find a shell of a deck that maximizes Uro, while it's much easier to find a shell that maximizes Kroxa because it just fits right into John's plan, right? Uro isn't taking a tracker spot; he's taking battle spot. Yeah, that's why I was comparing it to Bailoff. That's why I said I needed a tracker card, a tracker style card, not a Bailoff style card. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I basically have. I don't want anything to do with this card in my main deck. So like the list that I fibered with yesterday, just ignore that list. That's just it's just not good. So don't play Uro in your main deck. Just play Fourth Azusa. If you don't want to play Azusa for whatever reason, play Explore instead. At least it allows you for turn 2 kills, right? Or like turn 2 Titans, not turn 2 kills. We can't turn 2 kill with Explore. So yeah, so just play 4 Azuzas. This is not a main deck card. As a sideboard card, it has proved to be bad in some matchups, like against Prowess. I just don't think it's very good. Like I will probably still bring it in, but I don't think it's very good. It's just significantly worse than Bailoff. But against something like John, or I kind of want to get paired against Death Shadow, John, or something like that, just so I can see it. It was definitely very good when we played earlier against Bant. It was definitely very good against Bant right there, 100%. So in a control matchup, Uro looks pretty solid. Now it's a matter of playing it against a grindy deck, and then I guess making room, since we're playing Uro and not Bailoff. I guess that we might want to make room for a Bailoff. Shadow seems pretty bad in this meta. It's possible, but Dito is still at the top of the leaderboard, right? Dito is like high up there, that has like 9 trophies or something. More, 10 trophies. And maybe somebody else also plays Shadow here. I just know that Dito got all of these trophies playing Shadow, so man, X Whale again at the top of the leaderboard. It's gonna be really tough to catch up with him this time around, though. All right, sweet. That's gonna be it for me. I will be back tomorrow. More content, more modern content. I might stream some amuLIT tomorrow, or I might stream some bug Uro or something like that. I have to figure out. I also kind of, as I've been saying, I think that Bant Stoneblade is just very, very, very good right now. So I am considering trying out some of the Bant Stoneblade lists or Bant control lists, just kind of to get a feel for them and just to see what's up, I think that those are low-key one of the best decks in the format, and I kind of want to get a little bit of a feel for them, so I can see how to better tackle them with amuLIT. I want to see what the lists look like, what the play patterns look like, and all that kind of stuff. Would I consider trying Pascal Maynard's Underworld Bridge deck? I would consider it, yes, but I just don't have the cards, and I'm not. Grinding Station, that card that I played yesterday spiked really hard overnight, and it's right now 11 tickets, and I'm not willing to spend 11 tickets on that card. White Bant over straight blue white. The list that I was looking at is was Bant control, I think. There. This is the list that I was looking at. This I don't know. This somebody just went like 5-0 in somebody just went 5-0 with this list in a modern preliminary. So the green splash is for Quaddle and for Uro. Again, I have no experience with the archetype, right? So, things like timely reinforcements in the main deck, Dovin's Veto in the main deck, like splashing for Quaddles. All of these things might be very, very obvious and make a lot of sense to people that have tested the archetype for a while and are like, yeah, like the hosts of the deck are, against like mono red or whatever, and like Iceman Quaddle fixes the, I don't know, like the John matchup or whatever. I just don't know, I'm just trying to figure out. One thing that I kind of would like to do with a list like this is add another Ashiok. Like there's so much amuLIT right now that Bale. Yeah, I guess that Bale's also on the sideboard. How about his modern Mantless Dredge? Oh no, that's a meme. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that. I'm not in the business of losing tickets. That's what donation leagues are for. That's what donation lists are for. McQueen sells 5 on the prelim with mainboard Ashiok. Yeah, I think this is the list that McQueen sells was playing. No, this is not it. This is just blue-white blade. Huh, I don't remember. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll look it up, and I will look around. Try to see some lists and see what calls my attention. This card scene play is also interesting to me. Again, having no experience with how things work out, makes it a little bit harder to draw conclusions. But that's exactly why I want to try it out. That's why I want to test. You think Rage deck is a meme and not a real broken deck? I don't know, man. I have not seen it in action. I have not played against it. I have not played with it, so I have no idea, literally. Yeah, Scott, that's what I'm planning on maybe streaming tomorrow. I will have to get in touch with Kurt to borrow some 3 fairies, but you're choosing between Ural and Spetsy Table to Escape. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe Elspeth is good into John's type stuff, but I feel like I'd pick up Uro if I was choosing one. Yeah, I want to kind of like see what the decks look like, and I'm probably gonna try something like that. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.